times a year because an allergy to dairy.
That's right.
Why is that?
That's right. Well, dairy is among the most common. There's lots of them, but dairy is among the most common. And it's hidden in foods you eat every day. You don't even know it. Now, most people think of allergies as the acute allergy. You get a peanut allergy, your tongue swells up, you can't breathe, you get hives. That affects maybe 2 to 5% of the population. But up to 60% of the population can be affected by hidden food sensitivities like dairy. And that causes a slow, delayed response that you might not notice for hours or even days after, and it can cause all sorts of symptoms, including weight gain.
The idea of 60% of the population, more than half the people who are here today or who are watching on television might have this allergy, blows my mind. So if it's okay, I'm going to show you an animation. I want to make this really clear because I want you to understand how a dairy allergy can cause you to gain weight. So if you look at an innocent experience of putting something in your mouth that might have a little bit of dairy, and there's all kinds of things that have this. This food goes into your mouth, and you break it down into small particles. As it goes down the esophagus, into the stomach, it mixes with bacteria. There's a lot of bacteria down there, folks. There's this bacteria that can do things that help digest the food, but if there's these red, bad bacteria that are prospering because of the food you're eating, because you've got a dairy allergy, or if you've got an allergy that causes an autoimmune attack, where your immune cells are building down and digging down, creating these large crevices, these large cracks get larger and larger, breaking apart a wall that's supposed to be impermeable and causing cracks that allow all kinds of things from your intestines to flow into your bowel. That leads to your bowel distending, causing bloating, irritable bowel symptoms. You can get lethargy, you can get the bloating and the weight gain that we're talking about. This is a big deal. The body has a wall in your intestinal tract to keep what's inside away from you. And if that's not going to happen, it's a big deal for us. So I'm focusing on this because I think more than half of you, 60% Dr. Hyman estimated, might have some type of an allergy, and those allergies lead to inflammation that cause weight gain very defiantly. So let's walk through the main sources of dairy, since we're focusing on dairy allergies today, and talk not just about the obvious ones, the cleared milks and the cheeses, but also some hidden sources of dairy.
It's milk, it's cheese, it's butter, it's yogurt. Just to point, eggs are not dairy because I haven't seen a cow lay an egg recently.
That's right.
So
very good point.
People get confused, you know.
All right, so these are things that you, I hope, or enough with desserts.
So in lots of desserts, there are a lot of milk products. So just to put in there as part of the baking. So you've got muffins, cakes, cookies, chocolate, all contain hidden dairy. And you might not see even that it's milk on the label. It could be whey or casein. So you've got to be aware of reading labels and looking at ingredients.
So you look for those 4 words. If you think you might want to do this little experiment that we're going to talk about in a second, because you want to avoid these hidden sources. Meat and fish.
Yeah,
why would you put dairy in meat and fish?
You want to think it's a meat, but when they make processed meats, they put casein and lactose in it as emulsifiers, flavor enhancers, make it taste better. I don't really eat this anyway, so I wouldn't know.
Okay.
You know, it can actually be quite a problem. And it's also, you know, if you're going to choose these meats, you want to try kosher, because there's mostly dairy-free.
Perfect. Okay.
And even tuna, canned tuna can have casein in it.
Tuna can?
So, yeah, you wouldn't even expect it, but sometimes canned tuna. So beware of what's in cans and boxes and packages.
Oh my goodness.
My advice is if it has a label, don't eat it.
That's generally a good thought of it. Now, bread's an interesting problem because a lot of breads you get in bakeries and you don't know what's in them.
Yeah, you think bread is bread, right? It's water, flour, and yeast, but it's actually got a lot of milk product in it. It's often got milk powder, not that milk powder, whey, casein in it. And it's just part of the baking process. So you got to read labels, ask your baker, and you know, just beware.
And the final source, which these really bother me a lot because you normally are having energy bars and protein bars because you're trying to take care of your weight or deal with other health issues in your life.
Yeah.
And this may be one of the biggest culprits.
Yeah, you know, you think it's, like you said, it's healthy, but often they're made with protein, and the protein they use is whey protein. So that's a derivative of milk, and it can also be made with casein. So you've got to read the labels very carefully.
Even soy protein, for example.
Yeah, soy proteins, nut bars, other things can be very, very good.
Right, so, you know, we've talked a little bit about this theory, this in here. Let's get very practical. You have a very big practice. You take care of folks with this issue. Have you actually had patients in your practice, and be very direct about this, who have had identified dairy allergies, who got rid of the allergy and lost weight?
Absolutely, man. But in our practice at the Ultra Wellness Center, we see this all the time. People lose 10, 20, 30 pounds when they get stuck. This works. And not only do they just lose weight, getting rid of the major food allergies, and the 2 big ones are wheat and dairy. Those are the 2 biggest culprits. But when they get rid of those, they get rid of all other symptoms, like joint pain, fatigue, congestion, irritable bowel, brain fog, migraines, you name it. All sorts of chronic symptoms can be related to hidden or delayed food allergies.
And it does sort of make sense, because you think about it, if your body's inflamed, and it's fighting a civil war, like I showed in the bowel with that animation, and it's directing its energy, you know, in a crazy way all over the place, it's going to create an experience in your body that your body treats as stress. So as your body doing it stressed out, it eats. It saves up calories. It's a big question Dr. Hyman's outlined. It is, how do you know if a food allergy is making you fat? I'm going to give you my simple 3-week anti-allergy plan when we return.
Coming up, get back on track and start shedding pounds.
3 R's. Remember 3 R's. Can we all do that?
Dr. Oz's ultimate 3-week anti-allergy diet.
If you think you've got a dairy allergy, what are you going to do?
Find out next.
If you're going to be in New York and want free tickets to the Dr. Oz Show, call 212-664-3056 and hit option 4 or go to DoctorOz.com.
And tomorrow, the wrong diet foods could be making you fatter. This is your ultimate grocery list. 99 diet foods Dr. Oz wants in your shopping cart.
This will take you less than a minute to make.
That's coming up tomorrow.
Subway restaurant and take advantage of our $5 footlong promotion. Try the delicious egg salad sandwich, the pizza sub with cheese, or start the day off right with the cheese omelet breakfast sandwich. Subway. Think fresh, eat fresh.
Introducing a new way to care for mature skin with the Nivea Vital line. Vital Day Care, enriched with soy, provides intense hydration, reduces the look of existing wrinkles, improves the appearance of skin's firmness, and helps reduce the look of age spots by reflecting light. Rediscover your skin's radiance and youthful vitality. Nivea Vital Day Care, part of a new Nivea Vital line. Nivea, trusted skincare for life.
Okay, song by Paul Beckman, Paul Rainbow song. Hi there. This song is going to be called Sure Pays to Know How the Body Operates using C and D. Created January 30th, 2012. Well, it sure pays to see how the body operates, so you know what's going on, so you know how things function. If you don't know, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know, but I'd sure like to be knowing. Well, I'm gonna watch the doctors and watch Dr. Oz. They tell me what's going on, and maybe in the process I'll learn a little bit about the body. Create a healthier lifestyle is my goal in life, and to become spiritual. Well, yeah, healthy and spiritual, just by watching shows like the Doctors and Dr. Oz TV, learning tips about the body, how to take care of yourself, how to live healthier.